My next guest is a man that's going to put together some rules that will make you want to move. Put your hands together for Mr. King.
Oh man. Okay. You ready, Rob?
I'm shout.
All right, y'all. What's up? Welcome to the Christmas Eve show. Welcome to Birdland. I'm your man, King Brody. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, bro. I got to get the camera on you, man. So people know y'all. Give it up for my man, the Light Night DJ. What's your name, man?
Wicked, rock night.
Rock. Mm. Oh man. We are feeling good today. Ain't no question. We're on a 2-game winning streak. Am I right? Still,
Yeah, but we used to that.
that's true. Steelers on a 2-game losing streak. That sounds good to my haters, to my Steeler friends that are haters of the Ravens. Y'all done went down 2 and probably gonna go down 3. Y'all probably gonna lose tomorrow too. In front of our game, we're gonna cruise on the victory. We're gonna take the North. I'm feeling like we're gonna take the North. You got your celebration drink, man.
Show I had it on ice.
Oh yeah, we gotta show y'all. We gotta show y'all. Give us a second. See, when the Ravens win, we generally do this thing where we break out the Fanta grape soda, right? Pull out the Fanta grape. Boom. We gotta go a little stronger since it was such a devastating victory.
We crushed them.
Yeah, oh yeah. We got to go crush this time. Let y'all know it's crush this time. We can do something a little harder this time. We're going with the grape, y'all. So shout out to my boys. What's up, Wink? Number one Ravens fan in the group. What's up, Wink? Good to see you. Wink he's pretending he was a Patriots fan, but he's more of a Bucks fan, don't you think?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Well, he's a Baker Mayfield fan.
Baker Mayfield. But man, let me say, did you watch I'm sure you did, but you watched the Ravens and the Steelers. Did you watch the whole game? Did anything worry you when you was watching that game?
Nope.
You felt good.
I did because I understand football. You know what I mean? I like to go out and dominate, because that makes the game less stressful.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't panic when, because they're all professional athletes. So just like we make a good play, they make a good play.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't panic.
No pain. All right. Now, before the game, were you worried about anything before the game?
Yes.
Okay, what were you worried about?
I was worried about us getting bullshit calls. I was worried about, the narrative going the opposite way because they want to set the table for a dramatic ending. I was worried that we weren't going to be able to play Ravens football.
Yeah, yeah. I was okay prior to the game. I ain't gonna lie. I was worried about our kicker.
That too.
Yeah,
That too.
I was worried about Tucker, and I was like, because the first game, Tucker had a bad day. He's had a bad season in general, but he that was a really bad day. I mean, you look at the points he could have given us, especially at the times where he missed. It could have
Changed the momentum of the game.
yeah. Momentum is everything, man. When you get a team on their or anybody, when you get your opponents on their heels, they have to think different. They don't have time to relax and they're always constantly trying to move. That's the problem that I think the Ravens have even before the game starts. I think that their problem is if they didn't do so much against the Steelers this time, although they look they tried to fumble, they tried to give it away a couple of times, had me worried. But I find that they do that more so with the Chiefs. They totally go against what they can do, and it's like they're not making adjustments. They're making adjustments before the game even starts.
I did get concerned though when Lamar threw the interception,
Yes,
but then we came right back and did what?
got an interception. Marlon got that pick six. Look, that's another situation. I'm like, what now? Let me say this real quick, because let me address my Lamar haters. That I really want to call. I need to invite y'all. I need to send a personal invite to every Lamar hater that I personally know, and that I know follow this page. I need to try to get them all here at the same time. What they do is they sit back and wait till we lose. We've lost more games this year than we've lost in a while, right? So whenever we lose, they want to blame it on Lamar. That's what Lamar haters do. Every, from what I can recall, every interception Lamar has thrown, it has fallen off the hands of the receiver. It has been taken from somebody. You know what I mean? Or in the case of that interception,
falling down.
yeah, receivers are falling down, and for whatever reason, Bateman stopped running. It was like he was going right to the ball and he stopped. So I'm like, I can't even say it's Lamar's fault, but um, his when he's had bad play, people forget when we lost to the Browns. People forget receivers were dropping the ball. He was putting it there. We should have won that game. People was dropping the ball. Our defense was dropping the ball. They had shot at like 3 or 4 interceptions, especially Hamilton. That last one would have iced the game for us.
Yeah.
So it's and it's the same way for Harbaugh haters. A lot of people they can't stand Harbaugh. He needs to go.
You know what I did last night, Troy, and I wish everybody else would do?
What you do?
I watched the Hard Knocks.
I keep missing that.
North. I watched it, Troy. I watched all the first 3 episodes last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody.
Oh, wait a minute. Shout out to Mama Brody. She's in Las Vegas, and she just said, "Hey, I don't know if she can even hear me, but just the fact that she took her time away from a slot machine to say hi, I just had to give a shout out." Yes, Mom, Merry Christmas. Okay, I'm sorry, right? I didn't mean to interrupt, but
Mama cry. I'm good with that. But I want everybody to watch it, man. I'm gonna tell you, and I know they have to be biased, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're watching it, all 4 teams. First of all, I think the AFC North is the toughest division in the NFL.
I agree.
And it's always been my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thought. The second thing, when you watch that, and they don't know what's going to happen from week to week, so they give you the footage the way it's given, right?
Right.
Listen, the Ravens on everybody got their radar. They talk about the other ones, and then they talk about rivalry games, and they talk about divisional games. But listen,
Mm-hmm.
talking about the Ravens, they were like, "Oh Lord," that made me, as a Ravens fan, that really, really made me feel special,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have to, man. I have to catch it. Oh, shout out to Johnny Lang. He actually commented before Moms did. He said Tucker, but he wasn't worried about Lamar. See, he ain't the Lamar hater. I don't think. Although we know he's a Flacco lover, we do know that.
And Mama Hazel said her machine waiting.
My machine.
Yeah, her slot machine.
Oh, look, I blacked out that quick. So she must be on the phone. She tried to get a machine a chance to catch his breath. Yeah, yeah. Want to catch on fire. Look, let me just say this real quick. I've never been to. At one point, there was a time I'd never been to a casino at night. Like I couldn't wait to do something like that, right? And we had something at Atlantic City, and I'm like, oh shucks, this will be my chance to go out over here. Had a chance to gamble at night, right? Man, drove up, and I was doing a whole bunch of stuff during the day. So I drove up there late, got there, it was like 11. And this is when you used to have the buckets of quarters and stuff like that. So I went and got my bucket, man. I get to the slot machine, man. I pulled the handle down, and I swear, before that shit stopped spinning, I fell asleep. Like it was in my hand, and I dozed off, man. And I mean, I wasn't asleep like that long, but I was just so tired, man. I couldn't even do it, and I was, I'm not the slot ninja that like mom's has. Mom's got the skills. She can walk around, get her she knows how to get her drink from the tray or whatever. They come around, she tips, whatever. And she hits those machine, man. She rolls. She rolls. I don't have that skill. I don't have that skill.
I know of people like that. They can spend 8 to 10 hours in the day in casino.
I ain't gonna mention no names, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. They go work a 9 hour workday at work and then go get a casino another 8 to 10 hours. And then come home, get 2 hours sleep to go back to work.
Yeah, I can't. I got to be winning a lot of money for a long time, and if I win anything, I'm generally gone. I'm like, oh, if I win anything worth talking about.
Hey,
So
can we do a cheat? Let's do a cheat so I can crack this.
I'm sorry, we supposed to do this, and who's this for again?
Purple birds, baby, purple birds, Fly Nation.
Go ahead, let me hear the sound. Let me hear you crack it. Let me hear.
Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear it? Mm,
Man,
and the cold.
mm. It's like victory, y'all. Victory. Y'all Steeler fans, y'all don't get none of this. They don't have this. They don't carry this in Pennsylvania. No, 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 no.
Say, stop telling the family secrets.
Man, but look.
Troy, can we switch from fan to crush?
Yeah. Oh, you like Crunch? All right, crunch it. That means we can really dominate the rest of the season. Works for me. I think that's a good idea. Wait a minute. Let me let y'all know what's going on over here. Let me just zoom in.
Oh, that was good. But nice to have a pull like Johnny with it, with the works and the work stuff to go with it.
Yeah, it's Lang. Are you still there? You know what? I made this little thing for him to call. Wait a minute. Where's my call? Man, I added so much stuff I can't even find it. I gotta put it in like alphabetical order because I made a little. I'll find it sooner or later. A little call thing with the phone number and whatnot. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Call the show. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Check this out, right? I done put up Shaq, Miss Cleo, Tom for Tom and Jerry. Who was that? Michael Myers or one of them creatures. I'm like, you, when I get a moment, man, I get a little creative with that mess, man. Look, I was so worried I had the wrong phone number down, and that I don't know if I'm fast enough to be able to fix it while we're actually talking without a delay. It's like, I don't see no video here. Anyway, I'm assuming y'all see it because it says I'm live still. But I don't see no video. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, y'all. So anyway, back to what happened last week because we're gonna get into what's gonna happen tomorrow, man. We saw that the Ravens took care of business. They had a little moment where it got tied up, and then they took off, and I just remember something about Lamar haters, and that goes nationally too. What they can't do, what he hasn't been able to do to the Steelers, and they act like he's. I mean, it's been what 8 years, whatever it is. They act like he's played in every game. They keep forgetting last year we killed him last year. That second game, they struggled against. We had very few starters on the field. I think Patrick Queen was in the game. He's a traitor now. He over there now. I can't root for him no more, man. But I'm not. Patrick Queen does not scare me. And I saw him. He tried to talk trash to Andrews. And then when Andrews caught the ball, it looked like maybe he's trying to punch the ball, but he actually punched him in the helmet. That should have been flagged. I saw that. I saw that, Queen. Patrick Queen. I saw that. But anyway, it didn't have me get into my look. Y'all see my Christmas spirit there. Anyway, um. Oh wait a minute. They heard you yelling at him. Who heard me yelling? Oh my God, that's the Queen telling. Okay, you was sleep, Queen. I was not yelling. I don't yell when I'm watching the Ravens. I don't yell in the house. I don't yell at the TV screen. I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about because you were coaching hard from Randallstown. I was uh I was just watching the game. That's all I was doing. I don't even know what she's talking about. But anyway, some things need to be some things are just not true. Some people exaggerate. That's probably the Brooklyn side. And that game, man, it it was I mean, we scored a lot of points. It wasn't close. Everybody's talking about. First of all, everybody was like, "What do you mean The Ravens are, I think we were 6 or 7 point favorites, and nobody was buying that because the games are always, close. I'm like, no, I was not cussing. What do you mean cussing? She said coaching. I was not cussing. I don't even know what you're talking about. The game was it was an easy chilling game. Wouldn't you say it was stress free, most of
Mama Hazel said she had on her jersey and she was playing too.
it? Yeah, she's in remind y'all, she's in Las Vegas, and I guess you'll be there tomorrow too. I guess you gamble on Christmas Day. I mean, you're in Vegas. I mean, I guess you gamble every day. Is that fair to say? Y'all see that? Anyway, all right, man, I'm tripping. I'm just glad to look. It's Christmas Eve. We talking sports, but hopefully everybody has some of that free time to kick it with the family and to say something to your loved ones, the people that you can say stuff to that you're still getting along with. There's some people you don't like. You ain't got to worry about them. You don't have to see them at work tomorrow because you won't be there. So you got to worry about that. Is that fair to say?
It's fair to say, Troy, I don't know what your mama is doing out there in Vegas, but she ain't never commented this month.
I'm, I'm kind of shocked.
She told me she was cussing too.
I'm kind of shocked. You know what she usually say? She'll say, I saw your show was on, but I couldn't hear anything. And I'm like, and I'm trying to figure out how is it that you can't hear if you're watching it. But she'll say, yeah, I can't find anything, I can't hear anything, but you know, it looks like she's in effect today because she is clearly she if she can't hear, she's clearly reading along to the comments. So I'm gonna just
And real quick, while you doing that, man, without putting um a lot of pertinent information out there, I really want to thank the Queen. She's very, very special indeed. I really thank you for coming through. She know what I'm talking about. Listen, when she comes through, Troy, she comes through, and I greatly appreciate that for her. She really came through for me. So thank you, Queen.
I have a feeling I'm gonna end up bringing it up when we start going through our picks. But I'm gonna say that for later because you might spare me, and I may not have to go there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You made some statements, and I'm like, wait a minute. But anyway, but I'm gonna say that for later. That'll give the top dog crew something to look forward to as we get into the time. We're coming up. What is it? 2 minutes to one.
Yeah, the one.
21 is pretty quick, man.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. And you know what? I'm gonna do something early, man. Did you have something coming up Thursday that you can do ahead of time? What you gonna do Thursday, man? And then we'll get right back into the show.
Or listen, it's the biggest networking happy hour in the city. It's each and every Thursday at New Orleans Restaurant, 5716 York Road in the Goldman's area. We have vendors in the building. It's an opportunity for all you entrepreneurs to come in, man, bring your business cards, your elevator speech, network and rub elbows with like-minded people. You never know, man. You may be able to offer a service to another entrepreneur. You may be able to receive a service from an entrepreneur. And on top of that, we got great food, even better drinks, hookah in the building, and an awesome DJ, man. Come on out, get your networking on. It's absolutely free. It don't cost you anything to come socialize, fraternize, and talk to somebody, man. Come be in the building. Let's make it happen. You know, it's gonna be like-minded folk like you there from 6 to 8 each and every Thursday. And the first Thursday of every month, we have live entertainment. Hey, definitely come on in the building and check it out. All right?
I'm coming back this Thursday, man. I want to come by and check out. You said, but they got a good DJ. Who's DJing?
Mr. Get It Done himself in the building.
The light skin, the light skin wonder.
Okay? Giving you all this light skin.
Yo, man.
To Sizzle Restaurant Lounge also, they hosted DJs audition on Sunday, man. Um, very, very thick crowd, very competitive, man. And your boy represented really, really well. So shout out to Sizzle for hosting us, man. And we're looking forward to what's to come in the future from there.
Man, you getting kind of busy, man. You like the hardest working DJ in the business.
We trying to get there, man. And remember, the whole month of January, for those that live in West Baltimore, yeah, for those that don't live in West Baltimore, I'm gonna be at City View restaurant on Security Boulevard in Woodlawn. Each and every Saturday in the month of January. Come on out, man. The food is amazing there. And we're going to get our party on. I promise you that. 6 to 10 each and every Saturday in the month of January.
So we got chances to see you on Thursday, on Saturday.
And
No, Friday. I'm sorry, Friday. Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
Saturday,
Oh, Saturday too.
Saturday, I'm going to be in City View.
Oh, I thought you said Friday. I'm sorry. So Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
All right. All right. Hello, Rocket Troy. Merry Christmas to you and your families. Shout out to Bob, Bob had a pretty good week, Bob. Merry Christmas to you and your family too, man. And if you have any extra Ravens souvenirs.
That's what I was going to say. Give you my address. Bob, I don't need to send you my cash app. I want what's in your basement.
Bob Claus. Santa
Ball helmet.
Man.
Eric Henry jersey.
You know what, man?
Rashad Bateman glove.
Lamar appears to be super friendly, man. I see so many people taking selfies, people that I know. I'm like, I don't know. So how are they getting to him? And he's taking selfies, man.
Did you see the picture? Well, you might not have. T-shirt Brian posted a picture of Lamar walking around the flea market with some flip flops on and some regular old sweatpants. That dude, man, he the people's champ.
Who was with him? Like, I mean, he had some.
Never the homeboy.
Man.
Yeah, regular old dude, man.
Lamar haters, y'all don't understand what kind of guy he is, man. That means he's embracing the city.
Yeah, he's the MVP.
Yeah, he's clearly embracing the city. And that's another thing, man. People say how I started hearing Josh Allen is now the front runner for the MVP.
That's some bullshit.
I'm like,
that's
what?
Some bullshit.
I need look, y'all people watch. I need y'all to leave something in the comments. I'm trying to understand.
Josh Allen, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand. And something I know we've had a conversation when Yale has been on the phone. I have the understanding. Bless you. Was that sneeze?
Yes.
Bless you, bro. You didn't wipe the camera, man. If you went the other way. All right, because people had leaned back. Just want to make sure. But I had a conversation with Yale, and I always have a problem with the definition of MVP. I mean, I know it says the most valuable player, but I was listening to someone. I listen to Steelers radio, like whoever we play. Like I'll listen to whatever their local sports show is, and I was listening to a Steeler fan who was trying to actually defend Lamar. He says, I'm a Steeler fan, but Lamar over Josh Allen. I don't know why anybody's talking about Josh Allen.
Right.
And they would say, now, if you want to say, okay, of the people in the league, who would you say, like, give me your, like, if you got five, give me like top five people that you would mention. We know Lamar being one of them. So I guess give me four more. Mahomes?
Yes.
Okay.
Hurts.
Okay.
A lot of people ain't gonna agree with me, but I gotta say it. Dang.
Okay.
That boy that turned that franchise around. Did you see what I sent you with Magic speaking on him?
No.
I sent it to the top dog. Yeah. Magic Johnson basically said what I just said. Because of Jaden Daniels, that franchise has turned around.
They turned around. He made outstanding play against the Eagles when he actually ran. It was 4th and 11, and he took off and ran. He's likable. That's the part where he reminds me of Lamar. He's like a likable dude. He's not like some of these other QBs where you can easily dislike him. So you would say Daniels. Make sure I got it right. Daniels, Mahomes.
Not this particular order, but these are the five I gave you.
Okay.
Daniels, Mahomes, Hurts. You're missing one.
Daniel Mahomes, Hurts. Oh, well, Lamar, of course, would be four. And you need one more. Maybe you only got four.
No, we can get one more in there.
And Bob says, I don't want any more MVPs. I want Lombardi. I get it.
Get away from Allen. Allen would be considered with the five.
Okay.
I don't think he's above Lamar.
Okay, but it'd be a top five.
Yeah.
I would probably add in, I would probably take out, I'm trying to remember who you said. I would probably go,
James is the weaker one out of all of my picks.
I would could even see Saquon in there, Saquon Barkley. I mean, MVP. Oh, we're just doing quarterback?
Yeah, see,
Okay,
you
okay.
see that.
I'm saying name anybody. Okay, but if we're gonna name quarterbacks,
Because if we're talking MVP, hell, two of them on the Ravens.
so you put him, you put it. Okay, well look, put every.
Put them 1 and 2.
All right, all right. Let's start it over. Put everybody in it. So you got Lamar, Derrick Henry, Saquon.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and then anybody else is just you just filling in space.
Yes.
Okay.
Jamar Chase.
I don't like it.
I know you don't like him. You gotta respect
I don't gotta respect. We ain't gotta play them no more. I ain't gotta respect them. They're eliminated. I see you next year.
Definitely Mahomes.
I don't like him either.
I don't like him either. You gotta respect him. And you know one that ain't nobody saying?
Yeah. Say Joe Burrow.
No.
Fine.
Go watch the AFC North mid-season on HBO. You'll change your opinion about
Wait a minute. Let me hold on. I may need to refresh it. I know I didn't read that right.
Ready?
Let me see it.
I'm on that eggnog already.
Bob, that's for New Year's. Don't start it on Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve. You're a week early. Yeah, I guess you could do something too. I will say this, man. I see Bob celebrating with his family, man. That man looks so happy
He does.
when he. I believe it's the grandkids when he's man. I bet he's a totally different person. He's actually nice with the family anyway. Joe Burrow. Burrow may be having best QB season ever. All right, Bob. I need you to pull up the stats. Look at his stats versus Lamar's like right now. Where's he? And I guess we're going to throw the winning record out. Are we throwing that out first of all? Because then I guess you can say that's actually defense. Where he and I don't even know because I haven't even pulled it up on my phone. But I'm like, where is he in? And you know what? I'm gonna do this right now. No, I'm gonna let you do it, Rob. Look up. Look up. Let's start with passing yards. Joe Burrow's passing yards and Lamar's passing yards. That way, somebody make a comment. I'm gonna find out. See if Bob is really on something. You know what? He messing up my little mixture here. It's just so y'all know what it is. But it's just soda in here. That's all. Just all.
We talking about overall.
So yeah, just for who's leading so far this year. He may be leading. I don't know. Who has 39?
Joe Burrow.
What's Lamar got?
Hold on.
Oh.
4,229 yards, 39 TDs, 8 interceptions. Now let's leave Lamar.
He says all my favorites for MVP went to LSU. You know what? Is this just an LSU moment?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Do we really? Maybe we don't need to look.
All right. Lamar has 3,787 yards, 37 TDs, 4 interceptions.
So he's got
Joe Burrow has more yards.
More touchdowns and more interceptions.
Yes, and more interceptions.
So what? Look up QB quarterback rating. No, you look up the completed pass percentage. Am I saying that right? You know what I mean, don't you? It's an LSU moment. I will say, dude can dress when he's coming to the game. Dude has some tight clothes. I will say that. I mean, they fit tight too, but I'm just saying they look. When he throws those suits on, he got some gear. He got those sunglasses, but he still reminds me of Home Alone. Still reminds me of that. We're gonna find out what that is. Ding. My man said Joe Burrow. MVP. Joe
His
Burrow.
career percentage, his career rating is 100.9%.
Oh, wait a minute. His career what? No, no, no. Just for this year. Bob says Burrow has been on his back most of the season. Look up how many times he's been sacked. That's because he can't get away. I gotta get away. You should be playing that. Who's that? Bobby Brown? I was just singing that recently. My man is defending Joe Burrow. If anybody, that's one name I have not heard. I've not heard anybody mention Joe Burrow for president. No, Joe Burrow for MVP.
It's just Bob. That's because Bob got that right hand therapy going on.
Bob, Bob, what's going on? Anybody else think? Anybody else think the same thing? Anybody else? Joe Burrow? Anybody?
Nope. Because
Anybody?
he's in the man cave with Bob.
Anybody? Nobody. Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure.
Hey Troy,
Yeah.
if I put $1 to into the crush fund, can we go from getting the 20 ounces to getting 2 liters? They're 20 ounce once you pay. Listen, if we win and Derrick Henry and Lamar have less than 100 yards, we go with the 20 ounce. We gotta go with the double decker. If they got more than 100 yards, we gotta go with the 2 liter. Okay.
What do you mean 100 yards rushing? Either one? You mean
Yeah.
Derrick Henry? Henry.
100 yards. Gotta go with the 2 liter because that's a truly crushing. I'll pay the difference.
Yeah, let me just fill this up. Let me just let y'all see one more time. Let me just fill up my Raven container.
And Wink said Saquon. We agree with you that Wink. Saquon should definitely be in the running.
Not if we win, when we win. Oh, Bob is back. All right, we listening to you again, Bob. You just had a LSU moment. Hope it was a U, not LSD. I hope it was you, but
He was looking at his bank account and looking at how much money went out of his bank account to go to LSU. Hey, Bob, listen, I just found out on Thursday. I need to tell you, my cousin is actually at LSU right now. She's going to be a sports journalist.
oh
So
shoot.
yeah, she's at LSU right now. Um, I going to throw out some names. I gotta brag about my family. Please, y'all gotta just give me a moment. I'm so proud of them, and my family got a lot going on right now, so I really need to make note of it.
All right, okay.
Her brother is in Florida right now. He's about to be a pilot. He was in the U.S. Naval Academy. Y'all, if you know anything about college football, you will remember him. He was the starting middle linebacker for the Naval Academy. His name is Aaron Davis. Aaron Davis. He was the starting middle linebacker for them, but he's chosen. He wants to be a pilot, so he's in flight school right now. That's the reason why he didn't go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
He may not have been like a high draft pick or something. I don't know what the determining factor was, but however, he's in flight school right now in Florida. His sister's the one that's at LSU, and she's going to be doing great things. She's going to be a sports journalist, and she wants to be a sports broadcaster. So that's my LSU ties, Bob. I can see why you being so proud now. But shout out to Aaron and Brielle. Both of them are doing really, really well. And that's my LSU connection.
Well, Bob says that's awesome, Rock. Great school. Tell her I'm paying my share.
I'm sure Mom would appreciate some help. You want his number or Cash App?
Oh man. But that's good news, man. Great news. Great news, man.
But I was with his dad on Thursday, and and his dad told me, I was like, man, what's going on with Aaron? He said, man, that Joker in Florida in flight school. And he's actually the first 2 years he was playing behind another linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Junior year is when he actually started as middle linebacker for the Navy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He was up here for the Army Navy game, man. He came home for the Army Navy game, and he was up here. He's kind of like a big deal, man. So the fact that he was at Navy and he left a mark, that means a lot. So I'm still proud of him.
Yeah, man, you should be. Sounds
Even
good.
nuts to get some season tickets away, but I'm saying he's my cousin. I love him. His father went to DeMatha. Yeah, his father went to DeMatha and got a free ride to Lehigh University. For those that's familiar with college, he went to Lehigh University. It's in Bethlehem, PA.
Okay.
His brother. Do you remember me telling the story of Steve Francis?
No,
Okay, well,
I think no, I don't remember any Steve Francis story.
all right. Do we got a couple minutes?
Yeah, I don't. Steve Francis.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
All right. Well, my cousin Scott, I was just telling you about, whose son played at the Naval Academy. His little brother is is David Davis, right?
Okay.
David and Steve Francis have been best friends since elementary school, right?
Okay.
When Steve was in his junior year of high school,
Mm-hmm.
Steve wanted to drop out, right?
Right.
Dave was like, man, we ain't come here this long to drop out. We got 1 year later. You ain't going nowhere. You got to stay, right?
Right.
So he stayed. When he got to his senior year, David was like, man, I'm done with this. I'm ready to drop out. Steve was like, nah, bruh. You made me stay. You going to stay. Steve was living with them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, David and Scott's mother was an educator. She started as a teacher, but she became an administrator. She was like a principal or something, right?
Okay.
So Steve was living with them. When Steve was having trouble, for those that know Steve's story, Steve didn't have the grades to go to a big name college. He had the talent, but he didn't have the grades. It was
No, just a quick statement from Bob. Bob says, "Dang Rock, we have 6 degrees of separation moment. LSU and Navy. My brother was career Navy. We're practically related. You and Bob are
but when Steve didn't have the grades to go to the big college because he had offers,
mm-hmm.
he just didn't have the GPA.
Mm-hmm.
It was David's and Scott's mother, my cousin Shirley, that talked him into going to the JUCO because he wanted to give up.
Mm-hmm.
It was her that talked him into going to the JUCO, and it was her to kind of put stuff in place to help him get his GPA up.
Okay.
So when David went to the JUCO, he got to Maryland. While he was at Maryland, he still was staying with them. He was still staying with them in Tacoma Park. And when he declared eligible to go to the draft, he basically told her, he told David, he was like, y'all ain't got to worry about nothing because my life is what it is because you own, right?
Okay.
He gets drafted by Vancouver, right?
Wow. Okay.
And cried like a baby. He cried like he was not happy about it at all. But when before he got picked with Vancouver, he signed with the agent. The day he signed with the agent, they gave him $1 million line of credit. $1 million line of credit. Let me tell you what he did, and this is why I've always had a thing for him. But he showed me what type of person he was when he got that line of credit, right?
Right.
The first thing he did was went to the NBA, right? Every outstanding flag or penalty that David had at the NBA, he took care of it. So now David's license is clear, right?
Yeah.
They went to the dealership, and this is before he bought anybody anything. He went to the dealership and bought David an Acura NSX.
Okay.
He ain't bought himself nothing yet. They came home the next day. He said, Mama Shirley, we need to hold your car. Can we hold your car for a second? She was like, sure, baby, sure, you can hold it. It was like maybe like a 93, 94 Lexus LS400, right? They borrowed her car, went to the dealership, and bought her a brand new LS400. He ain't bought himself nothing yet.
Still haven't bought himself anything.
Ain't bought himself nothing. Brought her car back within a week. Now keep in mind, he ain't been picked yet. He's got this $1 million line of credit. Within a week, he found a new place for his grandmother. For to move his grandmother. He still ain't bought himself nothing yet. Right? Took care of his brothers. and made sure everybody was good. Got picked by Vancouver and fucking cried. He cried. He didn't know. They was in Vancouver, man. They went to Vancouver 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't find a way to stay.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't working out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Finally, the light bulb went off. They traded him to Houston, right?
Right.
He was in Houston 3 days and found the house. But man, they was living the life, man. They were living the life. Scott is David's older brother, said him and David was sleeping in Versace shirts. But he took care of David, and to show you how honorable of a man he was, he made David the head, and David to this day is the head of the Steve Francis Foundation. He runs the foundation for Steve Francis,
Mm-hmm.
and he's also Steve Francis' personal assistant. So not only did he put that man in a position where he ain't always got to be standing around with his hand out,
Right.
he got his own money now, you know.
Yeah.
But he did. He took care of everybody around him, Troy, before he did anything for himself, man.
Man.
So shout out to him, you know.
Definite shout out.
And he really, those that made sure he got where he is, he took care of them first. He took care of them first, man. And I really, really commend him on everything he did. He took care of Mama Shirley. He took care of Grandma, and took care of his brothers.
Now these, I'm hearing Davis. Are they all Scooter related?
Yes, we're all cousins.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the dynamic of the family that Scooter come from.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's a lot of athletes
it is.
on that side? What happened to because I only remember a softball game with you, man. A couple soft
Brain. My bodybuilder didn't allow me to do that. But I got the brain. Let me
Look.
tell you what happened, man. And this is how we all got so close. Scooter's father, Derek, and my cousin I was just telling you about, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
We all coach football, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we was all together on Thanksgiving, and Scott's brother-in-law, his name was Talton. Shout out to Talton. Talton just thinks that they're the greatest in everything. So when Steve had just went into the league, you know, that was a big deal for him. And Scott had just won the Metro League championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Talton is riding high. He is talking cash junk to me, to her, talking about y'all don't know nothing about no football and the Redskin fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to set up a bowl game between the kids from Tacoma Park. We was gonna have a Metro DC, which was Derek's team,
Mm-hmm.
and First and 10 Cowboys, which is my team, right? We all, well, we call it 11-14 here in Baltimore. In DC, they call it, I think it's like 13U, but it's the same weight class, right?
Mm-hmm.
They came to Everson High School. This is where the game is at, Troy. And I hope our fans don't find this offensive, but he got all these kids getting out of cars and stuff. And these are little white kids, right?
Uh-huh.
You know where Everson is.
Right.
And our players were still there. Our players hadn't been torn down yet.
Yeah.
These kids were looking like, where are we at? Like a big dirt patch in the middle of the field. It was the Astro turf. So we're playing, man. Listen, halftime we was up something like 35-0. He was like, man, call your dogs off. Just please, just call your dogs off. And out of respect, you don't want to break the spirits of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
We pulled all our starters out and had them take their equipment off. So our second and third string like finished the game.
Mm-hmm.
But it was all said and done. Todd was like, man, you ain't got a high school team to play against my babies. High school team? But you was talking all that crap, man. Listen, from that moment on, Scott was always like, nah, y'all good. We don't need you gotta remember, man, most of our kids that stand out with a gold teeth in them. I just smoked a blunt or two. It was something special, man, but it was good family competition. I will say this though. If you're talking about technically sound football, them kids.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been way if them kids ain't had the football knowledge and the education they did, it would really been a problem, you know. Them kids was prepared. They just couldn't do nothing with the thugs. You gotta lay the thugs on the field. It's kind of hard. The kids on our team was sizing another team up, trying to figure out how they were gonna rob them before they get to the car.
Wait a minute. Bob says, it's been a while since we heard about Rock's football team, the only undefeated team on work release.
you, you're exactly right, man. Man, them kids, we were talking about them last night because my son, um, next year, me and my son will be coaching Little League again. Yeah.
Oh, I got to come out. I got to record. I might have to do the show from some of y'all games, man.
Yeah, we both grabbing our whistle. It was too late when we made the decision to do it. Too late to get out there this year.
Uh-huh.
But we're going to start in April. We're back at it. But we were talking about it last night. For those that don't know, um, in my era as coaching, we've had several kids that have gotten to the NFL level. One being Aaron Maven, who went to Penn State, later went he got drafted to Buffalo, and he also played with the Jets before retiring. Also, Shaquille Barrett, for y'all know him as Shaq. We know him as Moochie. He went to Nebraska, and then he also went to. He went to Denver, got him a ring, and then he went to the Bucks. There was a couple other kids we know that may have come to our system. They weren't notable players in the NFL, but they made it. But I'm gonna tell you one kid we played against, and this was the topic of conversation last night. This kid was unbelievable as a 10-year-old. You ready for his name?
What's his name?
Tavon Austin.
Okay.
That boy was unbelievable.
He's from where?
He's from Baltimore. He went to Dunbar.
I didn't know that.
He played varsity at Dunbar 4 years.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But he was unbelievable. I'm gonna tell you, he had this city on fire as a 10-year-old. Troy, I'm talking about, man. You know how we praising Derrick Henry now?
Mm-hmm.
That boy was something special, man. They knew at 10, 11 that boy was gonna be something. He went to Dunbar, played varsity all 4 years, and then he went to West Virginia. That boy was something special, man. If you know anybody that would work their weight in gold, you mentioned Tavon Austin. I bet you they'll say something to you because he played for Gwynn Falls. The Gwynn Falls 49ers.
I didn't know that.
Yes. West Baltimore. Yes. And people fail to realize there's a lot of talent in this city, but we get plagued so much with the street life here. Mm-hmm. So many kids that can write that ticket to get out of Baltimore, but you get caught up and you get wasted by the wayside because you make a few bad choices. We had a kid, and respectively, I'm gonna say his name because the way things ended for him was definitely tragic. Okay. His name was Rashad Ofer. I got that boy at 5 years old. Mm-hmm. He played with me from 5 until he was 14. He was the young man, Troy, that was killed by a Baltimore County police officer right there on Windsor Mill Road. They were robbing the Royal Farms on Windsor Mill and Woodlawn Drive.
Oh, yeah.
Shot him out. Shot Ofer.
That's the one that's next to the police station, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Troy, when I tell you about this kid could have been a professional basketball player, mm-hmm. baseball player, or football player. It was in the writings for him. His family, his mother, shout out to Shelly. That boy had it all. Troy, he didn't have to become from the street. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's not where he was. His mother was a postal worker, gave him and his brothers everything in the world. It was written in the cards for him for that boy to be on somebody's professional team in any one of those sports I named. He was that much of a difference in all those sports, man. But wow. He just got caught up with the wrong people. Mm-hmm. And I really feel bad because in that incident, 3 of the kids that were shot in that incident
Mm-hmm.
played football for me.
Wow.
3 of them played football for me, and two of them that was in that car ain't had no business in that car. They had other stuff. One of them, and I'm not gonna put his name out there because he just served his time and he's trying to get his life back on track now.
Mm-hmm.
But he was home on break from college. He was home on break, and I said that all to say that.
Oh, so this they were older when this happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were early 20s.
Okay.
Um, I said that to say that we all play a role in these kids' lives. You know, it ain't nowhere in the world a kid 13 or 14 years old is gonna have me living in fear. I'm a grown ass man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a grown ass man. You're a child. You know, and when you let these kids know that you're not afraid of them, when you let them know that there's more to this life than the choices that you're making, you know, they have a respect for you. They have a respect for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think we as men need to reach out and connect with these kids and show them a different way of life, man. We're the ones that can make a difference in their life. Stop blaming the police officers and blame the parents. Parents be parents to your kids. It ain't no way you living in my house and you gonna tell me what to do. No. You don't pay no bills here. We don't live by your rules. We live by my rules. And once we can start doing that, once we can start giving them outlets and avenues, like bring back the power centers, the rec centers. These kids are getting in trouble because it ain't nothing for them to do. Put a ball on their hand. Let them get into recording studios. Give them something to do. Let them see that there's another way to make some money other than that quick thing that they're doing or that crime that they're trying to commit. I'm sorry, Troy.
Yeah. It's a public service announcement, man. I think everybody think we all agree. No, well, let me ask you, since you're in there, how you feel about because I know you're motor. I'm gonna bring you back to the motorcycles. How you feel about them terrorizing the city on these bikes, man?
On the dirt bikes?
Yeah, is that a parent? Is that the parents' problem too?
Yes and no. It's a parent problem because at the end of the day, you still. I know our parents say, "Yeah, we don't know what our kids do when they leave." My kids left me every day, but if you instill stuff in them before they leave the threshold of your home, it carries on. You got to teach your kids to do right when people not looking, not just when they looking. And I blame the city because we had. Let's go. Are you familiar with the old Lutheran hospital lot?
The lot, yeah, I know what a lot is off of Edmondson and
Yes,
yeah,
in between Emerson and Lafayette.
yeah, yeah.
Now we had a discussion about this some years ago, right here on WMEG, and
I remember.
I'm even talking about my idea, so hopefully somebody will hear it.
Okay.
What I proposed was that area right there. Now they say Coppin has it. Now I think Coppin is going to turn it into.
Compton bought up a lot of property, man.
I think they're turning it into some like a nurse facility training or something. But they still haven't done nothing with it. But what I proposed was turning that area into a dirt bike course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you go to the arenas and see
Mm-hmm.
with the jumps and all that kind of stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
That does several things. That gives the kids a place to go to ride their dirt bikes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're getting them off the street. And I want everybody to hear my plan because I've thought this through, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is how
Turn the camera towards you a little bit. I mean, keep talking, but move it over there so we can see what you're talking. Okay.
this is how it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, in order for you to get your dirt bike on a track, your dirt bike has to be registered. You can't bring an illegal dirt bike in here. Like you just stole somebody's dirt bike, you can't just show up and ride, right?
Uh-huh.
So it has to be a legal dirt bike, or
Okay.
legal registered dirt bike.
Okay.
That's the first thing. If you under 18, you have to be enrolled in school, right?
Right.
Gotta have an active school ID in order for you to ride. Then once you come on in and the track will be insured by the city, right? So that covers injuries and things of that nature. Now let's generate some money, right? You have all of these local rappers that everybody trying to be heard, right?
Okay.
That gives them a place to perform. Just like if we went to the arena to see X Games and you got all these performers performing at the X Games, the same concept, but now you're allowing local rappers and local musicians to perform on the weekends at this facility, right? Also, now we're creating jobs. So now all these kids that's out here that's under 18 that don't have no revenue or they selling drugs and panhandling or being a squeegee boy, you're creating jobs. So the criteria is still the same. In order to get a job here, you still got to be registered in school. You got to have at least a C. C's ain't the greatest, but we're not asking for all A's. You got to have at least a C to qualify for all this, and just give these kids a place to go, a place to call their own, and I guarantee you'll start seeing this city turn around, and you'll start generating revenue for the city. So you got places like Whiting Turner that's getting all these government contracts, and these contracts putting these buildings up, especially for Harry and Jeanette Weinberg. Every time you turn around and see a Harry Jeanette Weinberg building going up, the next thing you see is Whiting Turner, right? So when you got companies like that, now they can maintain this facility because you didn't got a government contract, right?
Right.
You got to donate your time or money up to maybe like 10-15% of that contract that you just got to help us maintain this facility. So that helps cover the insurance, it helps covers the maintenance on the facility, and it's also creating other opportunities for other people. Troy, why you don't think that will work?
Well, the first part, um, insurance. I don't know how. First of all, I don't even know who owns that land.
Coppin owns it now.
Coppin owns that land, and it's I haven't really paid attention. Isn't there like a little playground or something?
Yeah.
And it's like around a school or something too,
Right
right?
across the street from elementary and a middle school.
Okay.
Directly across from Calverton Middle. And I know the number of the school. The number of the school is 202, but I don't know the name off the top of it, right off the top of my head.
I don't know how insurance works for something like that because like insurance, right? But you have to have it because there's going to be because your vision is you're talking about teenagers more so, right?
Teenagers and adults.
And adults.
Yeah. Because it's teenagers and adults that ride on the street.
That's true.
And then another solution I have for riding on the street, you get one Sunday a month where they from like 12 to 2, they block off a course from East Baltimore to West Baltimore. That's your one day because everybody still like to see the guys ride up and down the street doing the wheelies and stuff. So one Sunday a month from 12 to 2, the city is going to block off a designated course, right? And that's your one day to ride on the street.
I don't know, man. First of all, to ride wherever you can ride, you got to ride from somewhere.
No.
And ain't nobody putting up no trailers and bringing. Ain't nobody doing that.
Requirement. That'll be a requirement, and you'll have enough people in this city, and that still create another revenue. You know what I mean? Because now you know you got somebody like me that has a pickup truck and a trailer, right? So now I know that I can say, yo, I'm gonna grab your bikes and bring your bikes to the track this week. Each one of y'all pay me $15, right? But in the trade off, in order for me to get that contract, I'm also going to donate my service. So say your son wants to go ride today, but your son can't afford to get his bike there, right? You got a coupon. I'm gonna give you a coupon for maybe one toe, two toes, or something like that. It's one hand washing another. I'm making money off of the service, but I'm also giving back also, so we can keep the momentum going.
I don't know. I tell you what, I'm gonna put some serious thought into what you said, and I'm gonna look some stuff up so I can ask you some questions on the next show. And then and you may not and in fairness, you may not have answers right then and there. You may need to think about it, and then we'll bring it back again on the file. You know what I mean? Like I like discussion, even if there's disagreement. I like real discussion. And unfortunately, you reading Bob's comment?
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah, I meant to say that. I'll say it to the people that aren't following the show. He says, unfortunately, This is your comments about the city earlier. He says it's like that in every major city. We definitely need to work better at coaching and mentoring our youth. I thank all coaches and mentors. Thank you to all my friends, Rock, Meg Nation, and somebody named Derek Stroman, which is really me, by the way. That's my alter ego, Derek Stroman. If you ever see that pop up, that's me, and you can just say, "What's up, King?" I'll know just what you mean. But and all our leaders. So shout out to that. I didn't realize he had more under that. I was saving that. This will never happen if you depend on the city to provide anything. They are in business. They're in the business of suppression. It's a shame we don't have someone that works for radio.
And to answer that, Bob, we've had delegates and council people on the station. We've done 2 hour shows about it, and they've all said the same thing. They was being a politician and be like, "Yeah, we like that idea. We definitely would do it." And then once they get off the air, you don't hear nothing else from them.
And if they're against it, say you're against it and say why. But have a stand. You know what I mean? Just be honest. And I don't feel like we get enough of that. I'm a. This year has taught me. Sorry, I threw a couple of chips in there. Um, this year, man, I'm going to be more vocal politically. I avoided because this election year was ugly for me. Um, as far as people saying certain things and not understanding, and it probably goes both ways, not understanding what you're saying, how it makes someone else feel. Because you're not having a full understanding. You know what I mean? So no matter what side you're on, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay away from because sports, I don't care. I know people can disagree with me and I don't care, but it's more fun. You know what I mean? Politics, man. Um, the argument, in my opinion, the arguments are the same. People say the same things. People deflect. So when you bring up a valid point, it happens in sports all the time. You bring up a valid point. What does the person who doesn't like your team, they change the subject? Well, what, blah, blah, blah. It's like, but you haven't addressed what I said. So I was seeing a lot of that politically. And when you're talking online, it's hard to get in there and it's hard to because people don't listen to what you're saying even when you type it and they read it. But I've decided 2025, man, I'm gonna be more vocal. And if I think somebody says something, I won't necessarily say crazy, but if I disagree, I'm just put out there, I disagree with you. If you there's certain people, and I'm not gonna name them right now, but they constantly their social media page is one way. When you see them in person and you talk about it, they don't carry that same energy. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna start calling people out on that. With you know, Bob Bob Queen says different lived experiences. That's right. Like it's a great example. I think I could talk to Bob. Bob and I disagree politically, but I think I could talk if we're face to face. I think we could talk. I believe so, Bob. You tell me if I'm wrong. I think we could talk and have a real discussion, and we might still disagree, but I think I could have a real discussion with Bob. That's what I think. But there's some people that I don't know as well as Bob. Like Bob, I've at least dealt with socially. You know what I mean? But there's some people that I've only see on. I don't even know how I become friends with them, and I'm like, nah, you're saying some crazy stuff. But anyway, I won't even get into that because it's really supposed to be sports. But I just decided that this year, you know what? When I disagree with somebody and it's a serious topic, I'm put my feelings out there. And I know we're mainly a sports show, but I think I'm gonna have to side a few people in here that that are of different political ideas, but we can still talk sports. But we might slide a little social commentary in there, and some. I've seen you on the news a couple times, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you was talking about.
Well, exactly. Just talking about.
No, look, you had a. In fact, I want to quote you so bad, but I don't want to get it wrong. I gotta look at it again because I was laughing. I'm like, what? And you're like,
Are you talking about when I said they need to get out the suit and get in the shirt?
they need to get out of suit and ties and
Yeah.
get into t-shirts.
Yeah.
It was that. It was something about the spokes in the wheel. Play that. To play that
If
game.
the wheel ain't broke, if it ain't broke, why are we trying to change it?
Right, but the whole time you were saying it was broken, and then you ended on that.
Yeah, because each spoke serves a purpose, man. You know, if you got 30 spokes in the wheel, you have 30 spokes for a reason. If one of them not there, it makes the wheel weaker. You know, I'm a firm believer about that. And also, I was referring to how they spending all this money revitalizing all the playgrounds. Ain't now our kids going to the playground to play. They ain't doing nothing but making the playgrounds play prettier for the drug dealers to go there to sell their drugs.
But you don't feel the same way about uh, a bike park, though. You think they would go there?
Yeah, they would, but you also you can't go in the bike park and be selling your drugs, and then the bike park will also be patrolled um, by police officers.
So where's all the money coming from? You got police officers, you got um insurance, you got all this stuff, man. Who's gonna pay for all that?
It's going to generate its own money.
But you know it like anything else. You got to have insurance and people there first.
And that's where I was talking about people like Whiting Turner, all these other people that get these city contracts.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. The upfront money and the surplus is going to come from the donations and them.
Mm-hmm.
If if you told me here at WMEG you will be the official media outlet for Baltimore Rides, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just signed a deal for you, and that contract is going to pay me 150,000 a year
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I'm the official media outlet there. And if you told me part of the stipulation of you getting this $150,000 contract is, it's almost like tithing. You know what I mean? If I know I just signed a $150,000 contract
Mm-hmm.
and I know I need to donate $5,000 to this cause, not to the city because that's illegal for the city to give me a contract and then I pay a commission back to the city. No.
Mm-hmm.
But to this private entity, if I had to put $5,000 into a pot and I just got a $150,000 contract, you don't think I'm gonna do it?
No, I mean the way you put it like that. But you know what? I promise you, I want to look up some stuff, and then I'm gonna come back with you, and then we're gonna have this discussion until we in total agreement and got a perfect plan. I like it.
You know, and I just think it makes a difference, man. You know how if you go to a professional show and you see the tricks that these kids that we didn't just pay $35 for a ticket to see, and we excited over it. We got kids that look like me and you doing that shit for free.
Dude, you can you can look at Rough Rider videos. You can look at a bunch of videos and I'm sitting there going, oh, he about to bust his ass. And he just weaves through traffic, man. It's you can pull it up on you. I agree. They're skilled and they should be getting paid to do that.
Yes.
They can do it if they would organize. And somebody would tell these squeegee boys. Man, me and my kids all the time. Like they need to get some shirts made and blah blah blah. And if they look different, people will gladly give them money, even if they don't want their car done. You know what I mean?
Right.
You just got to look like a business. You got to carry it like business. But that's
And,
another story,
yeah,
man.
and then we were also talking about sponsorship. What are these kids riding, Troy?
What as far their bikes?
Yeah.
I don't know. You like the brand? Like,
But that's what I'm getting at. The dirt bikes that they riding,
mm-hmm.
you realize how quick Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Honda would be to sponsor stuff like that because that's a no-brainer for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're going to be doing shit at all because they're going to sell them many more bikes.
And then you would get you could easily, well, if it goes well, then you would get local people, Pete Cycle and all these other places. I can't think of any. That's the only name I could think of because that was the name when I was younger. That I used to hear people go, "What's Pete Cycle? Is that Glen Burnie somewhere?" But I used to hear,
Cycle Ballet Road.
Belly Road. That's. I remember people always getting. Back then, we would say mini bikes.
Yeah.
They was getting mini bikes from Pete Cycle. That was the name I heard most common. I heard other names.
And then you make it a training facility. You got all these mechanics. So now not only are you getting getting the guys to work on the bikes, you're training kids to fix the bikes. It's giving them a trade for a job. Man, it's endless things that can work, man.
All right. I'm gonna look up a few things and we'll definitely bring this up on the next show, man. And then I'm gonna give you something to think about by then. And then who knows? We might have people, but I'm gonna try to get I'm trying to get some folks up in here, political wise. Before we even go to the next segment, what you doing Thursday?
I'm gonna be in Your Restaurant Lounge, 5716 York Road in the Goldman's area, man.
For me, what's it called?
Noir, Noir. It's black. It's French for black.
See, because my wife would be sitting there talking about New York. You saying New York, you know that's that Brooklyn side of her. Oh, she says it's not. The LLC, we talked about that all the time. Squeegee, man, I could get them, I could turn them into a union. But anyway, Squeegee Boys can make some money if they just change their look. Just change the look. Throw in them polo shirts, matching jackets, and just look like you are working. You know what I mean? And I need y'all to have some clean water, man. And I need y'all to clean that squeegee. Anyway, man, let me say this.
Yeah.
What you gonna start doing on Sundays, man?
We'll talk about that when the ink is on the paper.
What you gonna start doing on Saturdays, man?
I'm gonna be in City View, Security Boulevard, Woodlawn, Maryland.
Woodlawn.
Yes, Woodlawn.
All right, man.
6 to 10 each and every Saturday, starting January 4th.
You mean I can bring in the new year, celebrating with you?
Yes, sir.
And you can bring what you gonna play, man? All right, y'all look.
She got a dunk. 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 Shake something, honey. Shake something.
They could definitely hit up Under Armour for polos. Oh, look. The idea's coming together, man. That's from Bob. Ideas coming together. Look, man, we at ground zero right now, man. We could work something out. We get the Squeegee Boys hooked up. We can get the Biker Boys hooked up. Man, some strong possibilities and some good ideas coming on this show.
Yes,
Welcome to
sir.
Maryland.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, all right. Let me just go over real quick because we're gonna talk about the games tomorrow. We're gonna let me cover our top dog tournament, and that'll also get me to mention the games that happened last week as we get into next week. Um, we saw the Chargers take care of business with the Broncos. We saw the Chiefs take care of business with the Texans, who we play tomorrow, and they look a little strained, man. They look a little hurt over there, man. Not that it mattered. I really thought even if it 100% healthy, I don't really fear the Texans, man. I think they are one of the. I expected them to be better.
And we're home tomorrow, right?
No, we're in Texas because Beyonce doing the time show. Said she's gonna be.
Lamar said he's like, sorry, Harbaugh, but I'm gonna see this performance.
Who said it?
Lamar. Sorry, Harbaugh, but
I'm gonna step out. Look, anytime Beyonce does halftime show, we come away with a win. Put it that way, because that's like the Super Bowl. Even though the lights went out right after she finished, though, we're gonna see if that comes up. Anybody gonna bring that up, or you don't think so? We'll see if it's a black. If we have a blowout, she comes out, and then the lights go out again. We know what's up with that, man. We saw the Ravens dominate. When I say dominate, I'm sorry. Should I say crush? They crushed the Steelers. We saw Falcons handle the Giants like everybody else. Shaking, man. Panthers beat the Cardinals. I didn't see that coming.
me either.
We saw the Lions handle the Bears. Wait a minute. Bob says, I just need Rock to stay strong. I'm out of it, and I don't see enough creative math to help the king. Anyway. Anyway, I will say that there's a good chance I should be up by 10 points at the end. Because look, you know the comments that Yale has made in reference to how something will happen and I'll end up in the league. Bob's been just saying the same thing.
Wanna know why we say that, Troy? This is why we say that, Troy.
You can say it. Tell me why.
10 games a week is it, Troy?
It depends. It varies, but at the most 16.
16 games.
Right.
How can you be 26 points out of the league, right?
Okay. Okay.
After 1 week of 16 games, not only did you caught up your head by 7 points, that math ain't math, Troy.
It always does, man. That's the
You became perfect, and that still only gave you 16 points.
Right, but that's not how it happens.
Points come from.
That's not how it happens. That's y'all hallucinating, man. See what happens is, and I try to explain the man to y'all. That's why it's important. And we're gonna get into you feeling pressure for some reason about picking first. But that's what you do, man. I just pick against whoever's in the league. And then hope. And then I will say,
Life was hyphen, man.
wait a minute. Don't do that. Okay, let's hear it. Look. You ready? All right, you was upset. Now, let me tell y'all, for those, what generally happens is we generally do the show. Let me tell y'all, year one was doing the show on Tuesdays. We was doing our pick on Tuesdays. We had a person who seemed to not be able to handle Tuesday. His name was Johnny Lang. Ruth used to always comment, look at Johnny waiting until kickoff. Look at Johnny. He used to always say, why he waiting so late to put his picks in? All right, let me move it up to the next year. We start doing it. We're doing the same thing. Oh, by the way, when you get near the end, whoever's in the lead puts in first, so everybody can kind of get strategic on how they want to do it to give everybody a shot. Never had a problem the first time we did it. Didn't have a problem the second time we did it. But lo and behold, this year, Rock is in number one. He ain't never been in that position before. He doesn't. All of a sudden, the rules need to change. And well,
I don't feel like the rules need to be changed, but life be life. My whole point was, if I hadn't made my picks, then that's my loss. That's my loss. I mean, I can't blame nobody for it because I hadn't made my picks. Just like that week when Shelly didn't make her picks, it was she ended up losing. I can't complain about not gaining any points that week. What I'm saying is no need to create a whole nother narrative because I haven't made my picks. If I didn't make my picks, everybody just go ahead and go on. I missed out. But now we're making rules where, we're gonna hide y'all picks, so Rock don't make his picks. It's too much, man. Need it.
Listen,
And I lose that week.
You made your picks and you made your picks late. And in the sportsmanship of the game, whoever's in first. Now, the thing is, the reason if they weren't hiding their picks from you, it's like go on and make your picks and then you can make changes. Because if you had made your picks on Tuesday, then write down the list. Everybody makes theirs. But because you're waiting, we don't know what you're doing. We don't know what your reason is. And you got to understand, we can see that you're looking on the page. We can see that you're reading along. What are you waiting for? You see every time you log on and you notice we can see everybody that has logged on. So while you're sitting there not making your pick, it's not hiding them from you. It's like have your picks ready. If Rock messes around and he don't pick on time Thursday, then at least you got your picks in. If he plays the game fairly like we've done every year, then you can put your picks in, but you can make adjustments to your picks. That's what that's all about. It's like have your picks ready or you want in case Rock doesn't pick. And then sure enough, you didn't pick Thursday, but nobody else missed out because they had theirs in. And then you wait till Justin Tucker is tying up his shoes. Now you want to put your pick in as he's about to run and kick the ball, man. That's just not it. And you up there talking about you wasn't feeling well. You had to sit down while you was DJing for a wedding.
I was.
But bro, you wasn't the groom. You was a DJ. Sit your ass down and push the buttons. Let me ask you this: you were sick the whole week.
Yes, and I'm still going through, and I have no feeling in my left.
So were you sick? And see, this we run. So were you sick when you were texting my wife about tickets? Were you sick then?
And the 30 seconds it took me the text about those tickets is not the same thing. When I make my picks, I don't know how you do it. Yes, I will.
So were you sick when you went to the show, Wilding Out? Were you sick?
Yes.
So what you go there for?
Because it was a gift our admin here. Because even still, I still went. But the whole point I'm trying to make is when I'm making my picks, it's not just me just sitting there just typing a bunch of teams. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking about it strategically why I want this team. Normally, we would have the conversations on the show, so it's easy for me to talk it out. But with not having no conversation, I got to sit there and I think about it myself. That wasn't the headspace I had. I wasn't feeling well. So, no, I didn't really feel like doing it. That's why I didn't take the energy to do it.
But you took the energy to go watch Wilding Out.
it it wasn't like I had a choice. I didn't have a
choice. You wasn't feeling well. You was terrible. You was sick.
I was
sick and goes to some place where they don't have to go.
because I had to make a sacrifice. Yeah, if
No, okay.
and you can ask. I asked her the day of. I didn't. It wasn't like I planned out. I really didn't want to go, but because our admin here is always putting everybody else first. That was the one thing she said. So I made the sacrifice to make that possible for her because she's always putting everybody else first.
Ex-
So I wanted to make her a priority
Explain to me what was your sacrifice again? What did you went why?
for her to make sure I did.
You so she can just go and with somebody else.
No, if she would have did that, she wouldn't ask me if I could get the ticket.
No, you could have the tickets and gave them to her.
It wasn't, and it wasn't one that was there. That's the reason why I did it. And when you talk to her, you ask her. Even us walking to our seats, I damn near fell down the steps walking to our seats. Trust and believe, man. I've never had a problem. I don't need an excuse to about making my picks. I don't have a problem making my picks. That's never been a problem for me. But I really truly wasn't feeling well.
Wait a minute. Bob Bob says just pick light gray or dark gray. No strat. You remember he was saying about colors? I don't know if you remember that
Yeah, I remember.
about being colorblind. What is okay? It's a whole bunch of okay. I missed all these comments, but anyway, bro, I'm gonna say this. I'm not only shocked, but I'm still proud of the fact that you still got the lead. I don't know how you did it, but I still think it's
Respect on my
no.
name.
I still think it's funny that you feeling pressure. It's like just make,
I'm not feeling
but you man.
because I don't make my picks based on anyone else. And at the end of the day, whether I win or lose is still the whole purpose of this for me is being able to predict the winners and watching some good football. Because you won 2 years straight, and we still ain't with the dinner. So I ain't got nothing to look forward to.
Right. And if we go anywhere, we start with year one.
It ain't no pressure to feel.
We do need to at least go to a game. So
Yeah. It ain't no pressure for me to feel. So it ain't like if this week I'm knocked out and I'm in last place, I'm like, oh damn, I'm in last place.
no,
I mean,
it's pressure on you to make your picks. And and notice
pressure from what though?
I don't know what. I'm just talking about I'm just going by your statement. If you listen, you put in like two or three paragraphs that was totally contradictory. Like it don't matter to me, but then you would go by and say why it matters. You would say it's I don't need anybody else's picks, but then everybody hit their picks. They weren't hiding their picks from you. It was like get your picks listed, and then if you want to make changes, so I can just post it one time. So I can just put everybody's picks down one time, and if they want to go opposite, the only reason it had to do with you is because you were supposed to pick first. Well, think about it. Previous years, has anybody ever done that? Whoever was in the lead, has this ever happened before?
No, because we never had to hide everybody picks from that. Everybody,
You know, do you know why? Because whoever's in the league put their picks out there. Bro, don't make this too easy.
but are we picking football or are we picking uh, um opposite of somebody else playing? If you really feel in your heart that Ravens gonna beat the Texans tomorrow, then pick the damn Ravens. Don't say, "Oh, I'm gonna pick the Texans because Rock picked the Ravens." I mean,
But but see, that's why I've been able to come back and win, and that's why other people win. If you listen, I can't pick who you pick because I'm not gonna gain any ground. That's common. That's just common sense. That's mad. If whoever's in the lead, I'm just gonna pick who you pick the rest of the year. I'm never gaining any ground on you. You do get that, right?
so are we trying to? So
Before you answer a question, then ask me. But be courteous. Do you understand that part first?
Troy, I get that part.
Okay.
That's not the part that I'm talking about.
What you talking about?
This started out as us all making football picks, right? Are we gonna be making football picks and watching good football, or is the goal is damn the football picks? It doesn't matter that a team is 10-4. I'm gonna pick the opposite team just because you picked that 10-4 team. Just so at the end of the day I can win. I mean, have confidence in your football knowledge.
That's
If you really truly feel that the Eagles is the better team, pick the damn Eagles.
but Rod, that's why I'm shocked at you in first place. That shit you just said. That is not making sense. Of course, if the Eagles are playing Edmonton, I'm not going to pick Edmonton because you picked the Eagles. But there's teams like the Raiders and the Jags. There's teams that are eliminated. That's where you gain your ground. And that's where I need to pick opposite of you. I'm picking the Ravens and I don't care who you pick, although I know you're picking the Ravens. There's certain Detroit, there's certain teams that I'm going with. But those teams that's mediocre, that's eliminated, that's got like they don't have the same starting quarterback. That's where I'm going with. You change your pick, you switched to the Dolphins. Why'd you switch? You felt 49ers at first. Why you just stay with it?
Because when I really thought about it, and that's what I was saying, I don't just pick the team. After I sit down and gave it some thought, I originally wanted to pick the Dolphins.
Right.
I,
The Dolphins.
and I still don't know what your picks are, so I didn't change to the Dolphins before your pick.
No, because you shouldn't. You in the lead. That's the advantage of being in the lead. You don't have to worry about anybody else. You just take your picks. There's strategy to the people behind you, and that's why it's important for you to pick first. If you weren't in the lead, I could care less when you pick. You could wait until the Super Bowl and make your picks. I wouldn't care. It's whoever's in front. If Yale passes you, then Yale needs to pick first. That's the way it's been. It didn't just start this year. So, with what I'm saying to you, do you understand the borderline teams is where I would go opposite?
And I get all that, Trey. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
Okay.
is, if the pick's supposed to be in by 6:58, just let's follow me hypothetically, right? If the picks ain't supposed to be in, if they're supposed to be in by 6:58, 6:59, if I ain't made my picks, then that's my loss. All right, I just can't get my picks in. It ain't that big of a deal. But I feel targeted and feel like I'm being mistreated when instead of just letting everybody else make their picks and it's my loss, we go an extra mile to try to create a whole nother narrative. That was the point that I was trying to make. If I didn't have my picks in on time, okay, it's my loss. The hell with it. I lost out this week. I'm a missed opportunity at 16 points as opposed to saying, all right, um, y'all send y'all pics to me and I'll post them later or I have the pics. The hell with all that. Rock, you didn't get your picks in by 6:58. You can't get your picks this week, and then that's something for me to deal with.
Rock, you can't hear me. Do you see what Bob said? Yes, there was a person in the lead for several weeks last year that never picked first. I agree with the concept of being able to see the leader's picks. You have to pick opposite just to have a chance to gain ground. Why don't you understand that?
It's not that I don't understand it. What I'm
So,
saying is, if I don't make my picks, I lose out.
but Rock, that's where you don't understand. If you don't make your picks, right, you lose out. But aren't you supposed to make your picks at a certain time? Why are you picking just before the game starts then? When you've never done that before.
But I just told you though. I already know that if I haven't made my picks, okay, ain't nobody else's picks up there. So if I run the risk of not having my picks in time, why would I wait? If I know that you ain't gonna post nobody else's picks in before me, why would I try to hold out to wait for somebody else's pick? That don't make sense.
But that's what you did.
No, I didn't purposely didn't hold out.
But Rock, my point is you still made your picks before the game, right? You still made your picks before the game, right?
Yes.
All right. Was that fair to the people that needed you, that wanted to see your picks so they could make their adjustments? Is that fair to them?
It is fair if I'm running the risk of losing out.
But you didn't lose out, Rock. You still credit for your picks.
All right, but that's because I made them before the game started. If you're saying to me that everybody already made their picks anyway, it wouldn't have mattered.
It does matter, Rock.
Why would it? Why would
And
it?
I'm gonna try to say it one more time, and then we can wrap it up because you just don't get it. People are trying to. They're making their picks based on who they think is going to win without your picks, right?
Yes.
Now, there's those borderline teams that they're not sure one way or another. So if they see that you took the Saints, okay, I won't take the Saints. Or you took the Jags, okay, I won't take the Jags. Then that's how they gain ground on you. If you're going to wait until 2 seconds before kickoff, then they don't have a chance to make the adjustments. You don't understand that, right?
I do. I clearly understand
Okay, so what are you arguing with me for if you understand that?
because the whole purpose is the may the best person win, not how many best people can be indecisive.
What?
Yeah.
Who's wrong? I don't know what the hell you just said. What?
If we sitting here and we in a pool, if you went to live the day of tomorrow, right? You can't go there and say, all right, I'm going to pick the Dolphins to win. Oh, but 2,000 other people pick the Jets to win, so now I'm going to go opposite of them. It just don't
Right.
work like that, man.
That's not the same, Rock. That is not the same thing. It's not even close because going to live has nothing to do with other people. This
it's a
particular
betting thing.
no, this particular game we are going against each other. When you go to Man Alive, you only picking your picks. I'm not going against you. You and I can both win if we go to Maryland Live. But you and I can't both win in this top dog tournament. I mean, that's common sense, bro. When you go someplace and you betting and you're not betting against other people, this is a game where we're all competing against each other. You don't see the difference?
I felt like we was in a betting pool picking winners, not trying to pick the the the, the most guesses against each other.
Rock, how do you get in first place, Rock?
From picking the winners.
Right. You pick winners, and if you pick more winners than me, you're ahead of me, right?
Yeah.
But now I'm still betting against you because I'm not only trying to pick winners, I'm trying to pick more winners than you, right?
So so
Answer that first. I'm trying to pick more
yes,
correct winners than you.
yes. But
So
if it was 10 winners last week and I picked 10 winners, you're not gonna get ahead of me if you pick 10 winners.
exactly.
So the whole purpose though is the overall total. So you want to pick as many winners as possible.
Exactly.
Don't pick no loser just because it's the opposite of what I'm picking.
No, no, no. That's where you messing up. So I'm gonna make it real simple. Last week, I'm the only one who took the Jets, right? You took the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else took the Rams, but I'm like the Rams and the Jets. I felt like I don't know who I want out of that one. So wherever you went, I'm taking the opposite. I took a L on that because the Jets lost, so I didn't gain any ground. But Eagles, Commodores, I took the Commodores. You went with the Eagles, so I got it back. You see, so you understand, right? I got one right and I got one wrong. But all the way down the list, the only way I ended up getting 12 right. You got 10 right. The way I did it, I had to pick opposite of you somewhere. If I don't pick opposite of you, I can't pass you. I can't. If you and I pick the exact same teams, I will never gain any ground. You don't get that?
True, I get it, but what I'm
So
saying,
why do
I
you keep
thought the
saying
whole
the same thing?
because you don't get. I thought the whole purpose when we got in the tournament, I thought the whole purpose of this game is to pick winners. I mean, if that's the
Yes.
case, I ain't gotta watch football. All I gotta do is just wait for you to make your pick and then pick opposite of me.
But you could do that if I was in the lead, Rock. And if you want to pick opposite and you want to pick opposite just because it's opposite, that's fine. That's not the way I do it. The games that I'm sure about, I go with those regardless of who you pick. The games I'm unsure about, I'll take a chance to go opposite on you all day. And
So
that's
that's your strategy. That's
it is. And that's everybody's strategy below you. That
I
should be
don't think so.
but no, that should have been yours last year. Last year you were down by like 3 games. Yale picked first, and you picked everything that Yale picked. And I told you, I'm like, how are you going to win like that? You just went with it anyway.
Because those were the teams I like. I went with the teams that I like to win.
Right. But you didn't think you also knew that let's say everyone you got them all right. You do know that you would have never gained any ground and tried to
I
win.
understand that, but I still
Well,
my overall total would have been increasing.
super.
All right, but we're not gonna pick the same every week. It's some weeks we had like 2 or 3 weeks where me and Yale picked the exact same team. And Yale kept saying, I'm never going to catch it. But then there are games when we don't have the exact same picks. We have your onesies and twosies. And that's because I'm not picking based on what Yale picking. He's not picking based on. It's been times where we sat here and made our picks, and me and Yale had no conversation about what our picks were. So and I get it. If we pick the same games as the winners, all right, yeah, it ain't gonna be no separation there. But the whole purpose is for you to see what it is that you like as a winner, and that's what you pick. That's the difference in us having we all watching the same game. We watching the Ravens Texans tomorrow, and we may feel in my heart, I feel like yeah, I'm going with purple, and you may have Wink to be like, nah, I like the way the Texans running the ball this week. But they not saying I'm gonna pick the Texans because Rock and Troy picked the Ravens.
What?
It don't.
I'm gonna lie, man.
My picks will be in. Don't worry about it.
But I'm just saying, just on just on logic, I don't know what you're saying because you say you understand what I'm saying, but then you say
my picks will be in, but also let's not change the narrative. If my picks are not in um by the designated time, then it's my loss. Don't let's not try to create another narrative because if that's the case, can we have my picks next week so I can wait till everybody pick and then pick?
Rock. You are in first place. Why are you saying crazy shit like that? You in first place. You in first place. If you were not in first place, we would not be having this conversation. You're in first place. If you're in second place, I'm only worried. I'm only let's say Yale passes you this week. I won't even ask you to pick first. It's on Yale. Let's say Wink pass you, then it's on Wink. That's just the way it's gone every year. This year you act like I ain't saying nothing different that I haven't said every year. And we've never had somebody wait this long. As much as you talk shit about other people, nobody's ever picked this late as you.
I'm not a person that talks shit, but my picks will be in today. We ready to make my picks now, so my picks will be in on time.
It's crazy. But I'm just saying there's strategy to winning. And the key is to have more correct wins than the other person. That we agree, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got attitude now. Can't mess with you now. But I'm just saying I don't get it. Anyway, where we at? Oh, commercial break time.
Let's keep going and get to the picks because we're running out of time.
Where we at? What is that? Oh, it's 2:10. All right, look. Wait a minute. Where's my pen? All right, week 17. All right, let me just say where we stand. So last week I had 12. Yale Wink had 11. Rock Bob. I'm sorry, let me get on camera. Rock and Bob had 10. Shelly had 9. Rock's in the lead, 168. Yale's got 167. Wink 162. Bob 159. Troy 158. Shelly 140. All right, let me go into this week. We got games on Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's damn near almost every day of the week. First up, we got the Chiefs and the Steelers. How you feel? Are you doing your picks and you gonna do them later?
I'm gonna do them later.
Okay.
I like the Chiefs.
I like the Chiefs too. Oh, wait a minute. And I know Wink. Oh, damn, this ain't right. Hold on. I know Wink put his in already. I'm gonna have to go and get him.
And Shelly put hers in.
Oh, right. Shelly traveling the world. I'll go get it. So me and you both saying the Chiefs. Um, is Bob? Are you doing your picks now, Bob? Or oh, Bob's got the Steelers. Okay. Next up, we got Ravens and Texans. I guess Bob is ready. Ravens and Texans. You going Ravens, right?
Yes.
I'm going Ravens. And I don't think I forgot who got I think a receiver got hurt on the Texans. Bob's like, we can we can go back to old tapes. I remember vividly on the live shows, Rock would ask what other picks were before. Oh, anyway, I didn't mean to go back there, but I'm gonna pick. Bob is going with the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens. Rock's going with the Ravens. Next up, Thursday. By the way, that's the Chiefs Steelers in the first game at 1 o'clock. Ravens come on at 4:30. I get Netflix. Does that mean they're not going to be on regular TV?
Right.
I don't care. Do you have Netflix?
I do.
All right. So you ain't worried about it either way. I personally don't think that's right. I think they should have local games should always be on local TV. I just think. But anyway, that's just my feeling. Next up we got on Thursday. Now, when is that going to be? Amazon, I guess. So Thursday is going to be Seahawks and Chicago.
Seahawks.
I'm with you. I think Chicago's done. Bob, where you at, Bob? I'm sorry, I'll do the I'll say the games the names fast. I know there's a delay. I think um I think the Bears have been eliminated, so I just think I don't think they're doing. I see Bob's got the Seahawks. Now we
I
on
think
Saturday
Caleb Williams. I was expecting more from him from watching.
for the Bears.
Yeah,
Who you say?
Caleb Williams.
Okay. Okay.
Got excited about him from watching the Hard Knocks, and I got burned really bad. I was picking him because I thought he was gonna be something special. He's just a regular old quarterback.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay. What's the name? Nicole says it sounds staticky. Oh, the station sounds static. You got a reset thing. Next up, we got the on Saturday, 1 o'clock. 3 games Saturday, 1 o'clock. Chargers going against the Patriots.
Chargers.
Poor Wing. It's been a bad year for him, man, since Brady gone. When we first met him, was Brady still on the
Yes.
Patriots? Okay.
When we first met him, that was Brady's last year with the Patriots.
Okay. And he was, yeah, that was a bad year.
That was the year he bet me the $100.
Oh, right. Right. I think that Bob's saying the Patriots? Okay, Bob. I don't know. Bob's picking the Patriots over the Chargers. That'll be an upset. Me and Rock are going Chargers. Bob got Patriots. I'm gonna look up everybody else later. Um, check what you. Okay, next up we got at 4:30 Saturday. We got the Broncos going up against the Bengals. That's a tough one. See, now here's an example. I Here's an example. Whatever you pick, I'm gonna go opposite because I don't know.
Where they playing?
In Cincinnati. Bob has his in. He's going Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals also.
See, I want to go Bengals, but now I can't. This is where my strategy gonna try to kick in. I'm gonna go Broncos, and I'm gonna be mad. Bob is Rock of Bengals. I'm going Broncos. Next we got the 8-10. We still on Saturday. So Wednesday to Saturday, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Cardinals going to the Rams.
Rams.
Rock's got the Rams. I think the Rams. Yeah, Cardinals just got eliminated. I'm with you. I'm going Rams. Bob's going Rams. I don't think the Cardinals are going to do anything. Next, on Sunday, 1 o'clock, we got the Colts going into New Jersey to play the Giants at 1 o'clock.
The Giants are sucking right
They're
now.
terrible.
The Colts.
Yeah, I can't pick I can't, yeah. Colts and Giants. So Troy and Rock are going with the Colts. Who you got, Bob? Colts or Giants? And Bob's got, ugh, Colts. Like, I don't even want to pick them. But the Colts still got a shot at it. And here go another team that's let me down every time I take a chance on them. Even last week, the Jets going to Buffalo. Is anybody gonna take a chance on the Jets?
No. Give me the Bills.
Rock got the Bills. I got the Bills. The Jets. I thought if the Jets could pull it off last week, that would be like the last time I picked them. I've gotten them wrong all the time. Bob's going Buffalo too. I think that's going to be a sweep. I think all of us are going to go there. You see, here we go right here. We got the Tennessee Titans going up against the Jacksonville Jags. All right.
Is Fabio playing?
Who?
Fabio.
That's a good question. I don't know if I don't know. I gotta be fair. I'm not sure.
What's the Titans record?
Um, Wait a minute, I have to pull that up. I don't have it because I just know they're playing in Jacksonville. Both teams are eliminated. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let me log out. I'll get that for you in 1 minute. NFL. All right, we looking for who we looking for? Titans and the Jags. All right. Let me get these together. The Jags are 3-12. Titans are 3-12. Same division. Both of them 3-12. It's a fight for last place. One of them might get your boy. Sanders. You don't want him going on either team, do you?
Yeah, Dion ain't gonna let that happen.
Yeah. Oh shit! Wait a minute, I done scrolled off the
Give me
page.
Jacksonville. They're playing in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I messed around and deleted the page. Okay. You going Jacksonville?
Jacksonville.
All right, I'm gonna take a chance. I'm going Titans. Take a chance. I think Jacksonville could win that one. And Bob has the Titans. Okay. All right, next up, another Raiders going to the Saints. Saints. Oh, they got beat up last night.
What with the Saints? I don't think they're gonna leave two back to back. And they playing the Raiders.
Rock got the Saints. I'm gonna go Raiders, and they're at home. The Saints will probably win that game. Who you like, Bob? Raiders and Saints. I'm going Raiders. Rock's going Saints. Now, bust the teams. I'm guessing Bob is gonna say Saints. Yep, Bob's got the Saints. That's his state, his second state. Next up, we got Carolina Panthers going up against Mayfield Magic.
Mayfield Magic all day.
Yeah, yeah. Bucks. Troy got the Bucks. Rock got the Bucks. That's Panthers versus the Buccaneers. Who you got, Bob? Bob is going Bucks. Bob is right there. Next up, we got the newly eliminated Cowboys. They got eliminated when the DC won, right? So Cowboys going up against the Eagles.
You waiting on me? Eagles.
Yeah, you're gonna take Eagles. I'm taking Eagles, and I'm looking for Bob. Yeah, it's like Cowboys. The only thing is, it's in their division. Like I think the Cowboys will play hard, but I don't think they got enough. And I know, well, I don't know. The quarterback is he playing? Didn't he get hurt? The Eagles. Well, this even with the other the backup. Bob's going Cowboys. I know that quarterback got hurt, but he ain't playing again until Sunday. I think it's the Eagles. 4:05 Sunday, as we hit the second round, as we call it. The Dolphins going going to Cleveland.
Dolphins.
Yep. Oh, Bob. Yeah, I got Bob with the Cowboys. Troy and Rock going Dolphins. Dolphins against the Browns. Who you got? Bob Moran. Oh, I meant to have this like back. What that? Unplug it. I don't know what I did. Bob is going Browns. See, Bob trying some strategy. I
Well, go watch the Hard Knock AFC North on HBO before you make your pick.
I gotta watch that. I need to know if I can go back. Like, did they have what is that on HBO?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of it. And that dude that likes the Steelers that usually calls in I'm drawing a blank. What is his name, Queen? It's her cousin. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Oh man, but he was telling me to watch it too. All right, next up, after the Browns, we got the Packers going to the Vikings. That's another tough one. I'm going opposite you.
Vikings.
Damn it. All right. Bob says Browns warming up for the last two games. Rock going Vikings. See, I'm going opposite. All right, I'm gonna go with the Packers. Bob is going Vikings. Running back, Rock and Bob. Troy is over there. This could probably kill me and just take me totally out of it. Then I'll have to go opposite like every game and it still not be enough. Sunday night, we got the Falcons going to the Commodores. Oh, playing in Brickhouse Stadium. The Falcons were they eliminated? I think I don't remember, but I don't think they're gonna win.
Yeah, and the Commodores just had a pretty convincing. They played really hard and they pulled it out at the end. Um,
Did you watch the whole game?
they watched the whole game. I was actually in the middle of something, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Commodores.
I'm picking the Commodores too. That game, man, was crazy. They fumbled all day, but got their ass together in that last few minutes and got that touch. Because I'm sitting there going, and that's when I'm mad because I'm like, dang, I'm the only one that went with them, right? And I'm still feeling because I don't trust divisional games. Because look at the Browns. Browns is busted as they are. They beat the Ravens and the Steelers. As busted as they are, we still got to play them again. Anyway, Bob went with the Falcons. Strong possibility. Their luck could run out. But I'm thinking Commodores, Rock's thinking Commodores. And last but not least, we got on Monday night, we got the Lions going into San Francisco. I don't even know if there's going to be 49er fans there. But anybody going against the Lions?
Detroit.
What you doing, Bob? I know. Is that LSU quarterback? Did he go to LSU, the quarterback? 49ers have let me down this year, man. I've gotten a lot of losses picking them. Bob's going Lions, and so are you, and so am I. The teams that hurt me the most this year, 49ers, probably the Jets, and I didn't even pick them that much. Just a few times I thought they would get their act together. It didn't happen, man. They hurt my feelings. But see, let me just put this out real quick. As of right now, I am see, I'm 10 games behind you, bro. I am 10 games behind. So me going opposite, this is a good example. Me going opposite of you, if I miss them all, I'm done. Unless there's some kind of way I can put the little men in black thingy on y'all and change some of these scores. But other than that, but Yale and Wink and Bob, they got a good chance. And even Shelly, if Shelly kills this week, if Shelly didn't miss a week, I'd probably be in last place. You know what I mean?
Right.
But she keeps picking who does she keep picking? The Saints? Who does she keep picking? She picks one team all the time. I can't remember what it is. And she keeps missing on them. But anyway, man, look, I'm a wish you luck. I just want more luck than you. Because it's not the hater side coming out of me. I do like to win though. But you doing well, man. And I personally think this year, I think I've heard more football conversation from you about your reasons for picking teams. I think I've heard more of that from you this year than before. So you can really watch it. I would still say, let me ask you this: are the Ravens running the ball enough?
No. No.
I think they did fine last week, and I just don't want them to get away. Derrick Henry is in shape. Like he's built for the second half. They certainly didn't run him enough. And if they had used him like he should have been, he'd be in the lead. He'd be ahead of Saquon Barkley, I think, for the rushing title. I think he'd be ahead. But the first 2 weeks we didn't use him, and we went 0-2. And there is some stat when Lamar throws 25 times or less. I think if he doesn't exceed 25, we win like most of the games, something like that. That means we need to run more. But with Texas, I'm feeling pretty good. I just need them to play smart these next two games. And I really had plans uh tomorrow, but I'm gonna break down and make sure. And that was for the because I'm gonna watch our game, but I think I need to sit down and watch the Steelers and the Chiefs, man. Do you think that'll be a good game?
Steelers and the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be close?
Yes. The Chiefs ain't blown nobody out really all year.
None. None. And I don't know how they stay in it. I really don't. I
Pat
don't
Mahomes,
yeah. I mean, they should have lost. I don't know. They can't I mean, it's all about catching breaks.
he's a winner. No matter how much we don't want to admit it, Troy, that boy's a winner.
He is. He is. Um, it's just frustrating. I'm watching teams, and this is the one thing I don't like about watching other teams and really, I like watching games and when I don't care who wins. But when I like, I'm gonna watch that game and I'm gonna be rooting for the Chiefs. And if they do stupid stuff, and all teams do stupid stuff, man. But I'll get mad, and then our game is right after. I'll be stressed out over that game leading into the game that I'm actually playing in. That's what everybody tells me. People call me, say congratulations, like I was in the game. Do you get those?
No, but I'm quick to get the high highs.
When they lose.
It makes me so mad, yo. Like, and I'm not gonna say his name, but he's a Steelers fan. But because he's connected to someone daily at the station, I'm not gonna say his name. But he don't know enough football to me to talk trash to me.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I bet I know who you're talking
I
about.
know you know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Don't call me. I can't even respect you as a football fan. So you're not allowed to talk trash to me. You know?
He just wears the jersey
Yeah.
when it comes out. Okay, I wanted to be sure. He just wears the jersey.
You ain't even watched the game, but you saw on the news that the Steelers won. So all of a sudden, you want to be like, nah, I told you. Tell me what happened in the game. Oh, man, Russell Wilson hit a home run.
Look, Bob says Watt is going to knock Mahomes out. What? I didn't hear anything about. Did they even mention Watt's name against us last week? He probably should have sat out. He probably should have sat out. They should have saved him for. They were trying to lock up the division. Yeah, but now y'all got a chance to lose the division. If Watt isn't 100%, and I don't care how much you shoot him up, if he can re-injure whatever's wrong with him, I'm not worried. And look, I don't of the teams that you know what. Let me see if I can find that real quick, man. The teams that are in the playoffs that have not been eliminated. I don't feel the Steelers at all. Um, let me see what I can find. Oh, here we go. Play picture. Hold on, y'all. Okay, of the teams that are in. Come on, you're taking too long to upload. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Noir, Noir Sleepy Restaurant and Lounge, and joining forces with WMEG Online Radio, the ultimate throwback Thursday. Get ready for a night of entertainment with DJ Rock Nice, all the hits, plus live entertainment, ordering dishes and chips. 6 to 8, it's all about
I don't know if you can hear that.
growing your connections and giving your brand the spotlight it deserves. Then at 8, the dance floor opens up for a totally awesome party. Don't miss out every Thursday at Noir, located at 5716 Gulf Road. That's 5716 York Road, Baltimore. Check it out online at Rock Mag One.
Rock Meg One.
CMEG1.com for details.
To for my mind. Okay. I like that, bro. I like that. I like that. I gotta do a new one. Okay, the teams that are in already in the playoff: Chiefs, Bills, Steelers, Texans, Ravens. Spots for two more right now would be the Chargers and the Broncos. Um, on the bubble, Colts, Dolphins, Bengals. Eliminated. This is AFC, by the way. Jets, Browns, Jags, Titans, Raiders, Patriots. Patriots at the bottom. Woo. Sanders could be there. He could end up in New York, man. New York would be a good spot for him.
Yeah.
New York. But of the teams that are in, man, if we go with what's available, let's say at the end of the day, you have the tell me who you'd worry about. Chiefs?
Yeah.
That's fair. Bills?
Only if we got to play in Buffalo.
Okay, that's fair. Steelers,
No.
Texans, Broncos,
Only if we're going to Denver.
and the Chargers.
Only because of the Harbaugh brothers, and we done beat them once already.
We beat him every time we play him, and it's like he's due to win a game. I don't want them in it. I don't want them in it, man. As a team, we're a better team, but I don't want to see them no more. in the playoffs. I just feel like sooner or later he's gonna win one.
And he's gonna get it when they count them over.
Yeah, yeah, I don't like it. And let me do one last check on where's NFC? NFC, here we go. NFC. All right, so far clinched. Lions, number one, Eagles, Vikings, and the Packers are already in. You got the Rams, the Falcons, Commanders. I forgot about Commanders. And on the bubble, you got Mayfield Magic and the Seahawks. Eliminated Cowboys, Cardinals, 49ers, Saints, Bears, Panthers, and the Giants. We already talked about. So let me ask you, Ravens made it to the Super Bowl, right? I'm a, Tell me what team scares you if they had to play in the Super Bowl. Eagles?
Eagles.
What about the Lions? Vikings? Packers?
No.
Rams?
No.
Falcons?
No.
Commodores?
Yeah. That's gonna be a hard game for us because we didn't beat them once, so they got something to prove. That battle of the Beltway is something terrible, man.
Bro, that would be outstanding. Let me tell you, I would love for it to be the Commodores or the Eagles. That anybody right on 95, this area would be off the chain. It would be crazy.
I don't want to see that damn tush push, man. Listen,
Hey, we just gotta make sure they don't get close.
but they're gonna get close because if it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2, they're gonna try.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. We can be banging with him a little bit. Saquon is something special though.
I just feel like that's another game we didn't run the ball enough. The Eagles kept running, because Saquon broke out near the end of the game, but the Ravens kind of kept him in check. They kept it kind of tight. And it was like they was worried about Henry, we was worried about Saquon, and they kept it tight. But they kept running it. And sometimes that's what you got to do. And Henry, man, sooner or later, and I don't want him running wide. I don't want him doing sweeps. I want him diving right up to the line, man. But we'll see what happens. We gotta get through this week. Tomorrow, y'all, don't forget tomorrow. First up, Chiefs and the Steelers. Wait a minute. Wait a minute before I start talking, Trey. Let me get back on here. I might have missed some comments. Uh, yep. All right, tomorrow, first up is going to be the Chiefs going to Pittsburgh. And you're not worried about them going to Pittsburgh?
No.
You're not worried about well, no, they both get cold weather, so that ain't really gonna be, and the times was only an hour difference, right? So they should be fine. I'm all in on the Chiefs for this particular one. I don't know what happened to I have not heard from what's his name? Uh Love Doctor. I ain't even seen him online. Is he all right? Uh,
You'll hear from them once they start winning again.
I have not yet. I mean they've only lost the one game. And I don't really see them as a threat, to be honest. I don't fear them in the playoffs either. If we played the way we're supposed to, actually, and whoever they play the first round, man, they got a chance.
That's when we're gonna hear from them when they win the first round. I told you all along.
He must be nervous. We may not hear from him till the Kansas City Royal till baseball season. And by the way, we keep putting it off, but Bob, at the minimum three of us, I'm putting Yale in there too. Lang, all of we are going to some Oriole games this year. And I will say this: I need to sit closer. I seen Lang seats. I need to sit in the stadium. Lang is almost in the parking lot. I gotta sit closer than that. So
You didn't like the seats we had?
no, I said where Johnny was. Where we was fine. I need to be in the stadium. Johnny's changing light bulbs.
Or with the light ring?
He's like, I want to sit in the warehouse. Although it is cool to watch the game in the warehouse if you haven't paid a ticket. Like to sit there and watch from the warehouse is kind of cool, but if I pay a ticket, I want to go in there where they are. But to have food in there, that was back in the days when my mom used to volunteer for the Oriole Advocates, man. If we need to find somebody that's doing that, and we can go into the games for free. Just got to give out stuff.
Mama Hazel, we need a contact.
Yeah, I don't even know she's not even in it anymore. Bob's like, pick a game and we'll get box seats. That's what I'm talking about, Bob. That's what I want to do. I need to sit close. I want a chance at a foul ball. Like with Johnny and Paul Bunyan couldn't hit a ball back there where they Lee Major was it Lee Majors? The Bionic Man?
Right.
Yeah, Steve Austin, that's it. All right, y'all, we getting ready to go. What before we go, one more time, Rock. Thursday night, man. Where am I going Thursday night?
Your restaurant and lounge, 5716 York Road in the Goldman's area. It's the ultimate networking happy hour, man. Listen, for all you entrepreneurs, come on out. Bring your best elevator pitch. Bring your cards, man. We have wonderful vendors in the building. You may find someone that have a service, maybe offering a service that you need, or you may be able to offer your service to someone. Come on out, rub some elbows from 6 to 11. Let's make it happen. Great food, even better drinks. They even have hookah on the premise for those that partake, man. And an awesome, awesome DJ.
How much is it?
Free 99. Free.
Man, you can't beat the price, the DJ, the connections you can make in there. This day, what time is it? At 6? What time?
6 to 11. And also, if you show up and said that you heard about this event from Welcome to Birdland, I got a free comedy ticket for you that will be held on January 5th.
Yeah, I won't be back. I want to go to that comedy show. I I have missed out. And is this going the comedy stuff going to be a regular thing? You thinking?
First Sunday of every month.
Because Bob, the Nets, I forgot about that. Bob, you can get foul balls over the Nets. I don't want those line drives, but I'll take the ones that come over. I forgot about the Nets. And Bob, let me tell you, Bob, his comedy, Bob, you might be performing there soon, man. We have to go there one night. You could check out the lay of the spot. Because I'm thinking, yeah, Bob is saying he needs to go to the comedy show. Bob is into that comedy, man.
Well, tickets on sale right now as we speak. $25, man. They're going fast. It'll be great stocking stuffer. If you call me and cash at me today, I'll make sure your ticket's in the building. They could be your stocking stuffer.
And it's once a month.
First Sunday of every month.
All right. So I got to give you that. I will be out of town. I'm sad about that. But February, I'm gonna see what I can do to make it happen in February. The Aquarius month.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we appreciate y'all being here. And it's funny. I'm seeing more. I saw more comments with me and Rock will argue. You know what? We're gonna have an arguing segment every. We're gonna have the next show. I want to bring up. I want to get some information together about the bikers, and then I'm gonna find something to argue with you about. I think that's a. I think that's entertaining, man. For me, anyway. I'm gonna find out when we get this thing. People who inbox on the King Brody page, you bored. There's one dude that's asking for money. I don't, it's how you go to 7-Eleven and you see that guy standing there, and when you come out, he's gonna ask you for a quarter or something. That's who this dude is. And I think he forgot that he previously asked, and like the messages are still there. It's not like he probably deletes them and thinks they get deleted off my page. But between that and there's also a person who is supposedly a model, but I go to their page and they got no friends and no followers. So then easily they done took somebody's picture and try to make a page. So I'm sad that it's a fake person, which means it's probably a dude from Nigeria anyway. With that being said, thank y'all so much for spending part of your Christmas holiday with us here at Birdland and WMEG online radio, man. It's always fun. It's always great. I'm looking for this is our last official show, but I am gonna go live. Can I go live Thursday? At the so I'm gonna let y'all see Rock at work on Thursday. So Thursday, we're gonna be there. If you can't make it there, I'm gonna try to give you a little experience. I can't give you a lot now unless you pay. Can't give you a full experience, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of the DJ Rock Nice experience as we get all this light skin, as he said. Oh, that hurt me just to say it out loud, bro. But I'm gonna let y'all check out what's going on Thursday. So make sure you're paying attention to Bob. You get to see where it is, man. I appreciate you, Bob, so much, and everybody else who checked in today. I meant to saw a couple of comments and I meant to acknowledge some of the names, but somebody in here I don't even know who she is. but I can't find it. But anyway, we appreciate you all. We will see y'all a little bit say, but definitely 2025. We're about to do a whole bunch of things because the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. That we know. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, peace, peace, everybody. Thanks so much. See y'all later. Oh, let me get my end button.